Hey there guys, it's Salis and this is Shadow. And before today's video, we thought we'd make a special announcement because Shadow wants to say something, don't you? Yeah, today, if you're not in the know, is National Black Cat Day here in merry old England. And Shadow wants you to go out of your way to cuddle a black cat today. Isn't that right, little man? Hey there guys, it's Salis, and welcome back to Salis's Week of Cats! Now, full disclosure, this is about the fourth time trying to record it, because I've had some codec issues with my DX Tory, and this was originally going to be the first game of the week, but eventually I just got so pissed off with my recording software that I left it a week, fixed the problem, and I've come back to it. So this is day 2. As you can see, this is a game that was originally done on Kickstarter. It's kind of an investigatory, platformery, everything's a box kind of world. And when I say that, I don't mean that this is like pixel art or voxel graphics. I mean literally these are cube polygons. It'll all explain itself in a minute. But as you can see, this can be played with either the mouse and keyboard or the 360 pad. I will of course be using mouse and keyboard because I think it works really well with it. So away we go. Let's open our case notes. As you probably noticed, loading times in this game are really quick. And at the moment you won't be able to see this, but I'm getting 2,500 frames per second. So pretty cool. And as you can see, I am this lovely little box. It's a lady box. Don't ask, it's a lady box. That's all you need to know. With some quite impressive junk in the trunk. But here's where I focus. This is our cat, and true to its name, this cat does wear a fedora. And he loves me. See? Which my feckin' cat did. Right, the first thing you do is you pick up your gun. The Wobbly Mark II-3. Nifty, boss. A gun. The Wobbly Mark II-3. I get it. A revolver, sure. But thuds? Now, this is where I absolutely love this game. The dialogue options in this are quite funny. I can either say, it's a safety thing, Frankie, because that's his name. Or, this is my gun, Frankie, not yours. So, of course, I'm going to go for that one. All these rounds can do is break stuff, boss. Non-lethals. Can't hurt nobody. Where's the fun in that? That's why it's my gun and not yours. You're never getting a gun at this rate. That hurts, boss. I'm responsible. Mostly. Make me believe it, Frankie. Or maybe someday, buddy. No, make me believe it, Frankie. And as you can see, this is your Wobbly II-3. And as it follows the mouse cursor, which is why I think this works a lot better on PC. However, I don't know if that's going to show up on camera because the game does not constrain the mouse cursor. So when I looked over here, it alt-tabbed me as I accidentally clicked because I was trying to shoot the hat off Frankie's head. But I get to show you the reload system now. There are 2 reload systems in this game. This one, I think, is genius. You take every bullet out individually and put them back in with new ones. And then close the revolver. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, Frankie. But the other reload system... Man, that sound is annoying. I never found this dialogue option before. You should answer the phone, boss. It's probably just a creditor, or... You're gonna make me short stuff? Boss, we're skint. That phone could be my meal ticket. I ain't letting you ignore it. But what if I don't wanna? But thou must, boss. But what if I really don't wanna? Oh, he's just gonna go round and round and round in a loop. Okay. Oh no, what if I really don't wanna? Okay, fine, you win, I'll answer it. Yeah, the other reload system in this game, because guns don't work with no ammo in them. If you press and hold R, you get that cool little spin animation, it reloads your gun for you. However, sometimes you don't want to use that, and I'll explain why in a minute. First, let's just answer the damn phone. Bricks, you gotta help me. I'm in over my head. You owe me one. Excuse me, this is Jones' mom. This is Jones, Emma Jones, private investigator. Someone's seen too many Bond films. Bricks, isn't it? Leave a message at the tone. Beep. Bricks, hello? Are you screening? Oh man, boss, this is great. Keep it going. Shh, quiet, Frankie. Hello? Someone there? Am I speaking to a proper Boxian? Yeah, not person, Boxian. This is Jones, Investigator Jones. Oh my, he said this would ring straight to him. If I ever need an investigator. Oh dear, this isn't good. I replaced him, Mom. I'm Investigator Jones. Can I help? Anything he can do, I can do better because he got fired. Alright, I'll take you at your word. I need someone down here immediately. There's been a death at the ossified egg penthouse suite. I require your assistance. Well, come as soon as we can, Mom. Because we're not going to turn up immediately. No. Too many things to do. Click. Rude but rich. I'll take it. Money runs this town, I guess. Nah, rude but rich. Hey boss, a case? Finally! We weren't that desperate, Frankie. You're kidding yourself, boss. End of the month, I bet you couldn't even make half your rent. I might, you don't know that. Right, now the actual investigation begins. Now, the first set of ammo you get is thud rounds, which do this. Frankie, don't get in the way of my gun. Now, you do collect up these coins. And that's the path you have to go to the actual story. But I just want to show you something first. This is the save system. You go into the bathroom. And as you can see, the music changes. And I'm pretty sure those... I'm sure you can hear them. Those are supposed to represent farts, I'm guessing. Because it makes me think of them. Phew, made it. Maybe you look the other way, boss? Thanks, just had to log my progress if you catch my drift. Yeah, you save by shitting. You go to the bathroom, you take a shit, and you log your progress. That is genius. It's like, oh, I get it. Then you go over and use the sink. Always wash your hands, boss. It'll make you feel healthier, refreshes your boutonniere, and, you know, it's just polite. What's a boutonniere? I already know this. It's a flower worn in the buttonhole. Don't think I'm stupid. That red flower you wear on your lapel, you know? On the left side? Figure a splash of water sometimes would keep it fresh. Now that does have a purpose. I will say this. It does have a purpose. In the top left corner you will see my boutonniere, a red flower. That's my health. And it does come into use at some point. I don't want to go and talk to the commissioner because I know what to do. But you are able to explore this building, which is the depot. And that's the commissioner's office right there. That door's locked. Can't use the executive washroom just yet. I just wanted to show that off because every time you jump, this happens. It's a lovely little pop noise. Down here is obviously the cells, because this is obviously a police department. There's quite a lot to the depot, really. This is the destroyed bits. Ah, there's a flower down there. Nope, can't break the floor. No, really can't break the floor any more than it already is. In there is the weapon shop. You can't do anything with him at the moment, so I'm not going to waste your time with more dialogue. When we have more important matters to take care of, namely an investigation. If you speak to him, he just tells you that Frankie's only just been promoted and that's why there are a load of boxes outside our office. And then we just be a dick and tell him to clean up. So, out we go into the town of Tin Roof. This is the depot. And you can't go that way just yet. You have to do the first bit of the investigation, which is what I'm going to show you before it opens up. And she basically is the officer on duty of keeping these gang members safely behind a wooden barrier for no good reason. I'm guessing that's not considered a promotion. And again, this the whole thing opens up a lot as you go through the game. These barriers slowly get removed, and you got enter the building site and all this other stuff. I've got to say that I do love this. It's played very much with a 2D sensibility, but when you do this, it shows that everything really is made of 3D polygons. It just looks absolutely beautiful. And here we are at the ossified egg. So let's go on in. Oh, there's a cat up there. Can I get him down? No, I'm a police officer. I am not a fireman. Right, up we go. Oh, talk to the concierge. Ah, yes. You're the man Bunce sent for, yes? I wasn't given a name, just the location to the penthouse. Just let me into the penthouse. No, I'm going to show you this, because this is where I think this game is fantastically sarcastic. So, like, I wasn't given a name, just the location, the penthouse. I see, investigator. Who are you here to see? And then you get to say, did this being rude take practice, or were you just born this way? I serve a higher class of person than you, investigator. And then Frankie comes out with some brilliant ones. He's like, can I pee on his shoes, boss? Or, I can take him, boss. No, can I pee on his shoes? Any damage done to my personal possessions will be billed to your office. You won't be able to afford it, how do you fucking know? It's like, we're already skint, Frankie. And then Frankie does nothing, but if you'd have come in and I've tested this and just go, just let me into the penthouse. I'm guessing she shows the concierge the gun. Yeah, it's just like, you just tell her to let you in and she will let you in. You try being polite and you get nowhere. Yes, the Bunce, Shelley or Samantha will be waiting you. Take the elevator to the top floor. Try not to scuff the floors. And then you can ask her again. It's like, thank you, I think. Right, here we go. Right, this is Shelley Bunt. So it was Shelley, so we're okay. Are you the one I phoned? Jones, Investigator Jones. At your service, ma'am. No, I'm gonna make her do it all the time as James Bond. Excellent. Thank you for arriving so quickly. Let's get to the point. I can't find the will. The will to fight. The will to explain yourself. God, I love Frankie. My father, Edward Bunt's will. He died recently and left certain items to me, but without the will, I cannot act in any of it. I require you to find it. We don't work for you. You don't work for me, but your boss's boss effectively does. Let's not beat around the bush, just get on with it. Find the will, bring it to me, yes? Fine. Now, she is joined by her cat, Button Bunt. And yes, in this game you can talk to cats. Any cat you want can be talked to. Fancy meeting you here. I gotta go, Jones. No, stay, Frankie. It's a great time to introduce your little friend. Jones? She knows all about me, right? Frankie, are we okay? Is there something you need to tell me, Frankie? No, listen, Frankie, are we okay? You can't trust her, Jones. I did once. Didn't even have a choice in the matter. She almost killed me. I got lucky. You won't. Trust me. Can someone tell me what's going on? Frankie, talk to me. What is this? Tell me what's going on. Hey, we got some notes. Frankie's past. She won't tell you. Neither will I. This is more fun for me. Frankie, you know what happens if you let on, right? Remember what I told you? When you got that hat? We'll talk later, Frankie. Yeah, apparently Frankie's got a bit of history. Now, I'm going to breeze through this puzzle because I've done this now 3 times before this. But at first, I got well stuck on it. What you've got to do is you've got to go down here and collect your first new ammo type. Bubbles! I love bubbles, boss! Wait. Bubble rounds? Yeah, boss. Shoot them at hidden stuff. Look for sparkles in the torchlight or anywhere, really. I love bubbles, boss. Why would bubbles reveal things? They're soap bubbles, boss. The stuff gets covered in it all over in dirt and muck. How else do you think you can clean it all off? A rag and some water? You just want me to shoot bubbles, don't you? Bubbles are more fun, boss. Trust me. Yes, and this is where the first reload system comes into play. Because you can have any combination of rounds in your gun. So I could say put 2 bubble rounds and 2 thuds in. But for this particular puzzle, it's better to have just 4 bubbles. There are bits later on in the game, I played a lot on my first save while I was pissed off with it, where having multiple ammo types does kind of make a difference. And with the A and D keys, you can select which one you fire next. So this actually has 2 purposes. You can line up your next shot or change rounds. Either one works. But the reason why I said you might not want to use the second reload system too often is because it reloads whatever was last in your gun. If you need to change your ammo type for any reason, it's not really the best option. Now, as you can see, we're exploring this building. Oh, that doesn't look right. This is one of the downsides to this particular part. I haven't seen it anywhere else. The sparkles are the same colour as flames, but if you shoot bubbles at them, you get a lever. And as you can see, you need 4 of them. So let's go and find the other 3. I know one of them is upstairs. So up we go. Now I'm guessing we have to come back here at some point because there's another 4 torches here that need to be lit. Now, believe it or not, that cracked block is a red herring. It's designed, I think, to play on gamers' instincts to shoot the cracked thing. But here's another lever. And just to prove my point, I'm going to shoot the cracked thing. See, nothing. Oh, just a quick reload. There we go. And back downstairs, we'll find the other two. Come on, through the door. Sorry, I love that pop noise. It's so fun. That's 3. And the last one, I think this is... Well, I wouldn't call it cheating, but I wouldn't call it laziness either. It's right here. Now, that's the first part done, but this is where I think the game gets interesting. Well, certainly looks like Edward Bunt's study, which is exactly where you'd figure a will would be, but... The place is trashed. I doubt he broke the window. Right. I think the will might have been stolen, boss. Ain't nobody trashes their own place like this. Now, you can ask Frankie if you think it's a crime, or you can ask him to do a little investigating that say, a Boxian couldn't do. Who can you smell? It smells like everyone, boss. Cats, rats, Boxians, they've all been through here. It ain't no cleanup crew, though. We're standing in a crime scene. Now, you can always ask, do you think it was an inside job? Even though you can see the glass has fallen inside, so unless they went outside from the 3rd floor, well, the penthouse floor, threw all the glass back through the window, I don't think it's going to be, so... The only thing you can ask is, how'd they get in? The window shattered inwards on a penthouse suite on the top of a giant building, boss. Not really the top, because we've been upstairs. Do you want I should draw you a picture? Let's check the scene. It's like, I get it, Frankie. Okay, crime. Now, why I think this bit's interesting is because you have to go back, you have to find all the evidence you can. So, you have to, do a bit of investigating. This is broken inward, boss. Not outward. Think Button did it? Well, he does have a suspicious voice, which I gave him. They're a couple of rich types and don't even prepare their own food. Doubt they climbed to the front of... Yeah. Doubt they climbed the front of their own building to smash a window in. We're what, 40 stories up? Yeah, boss. That's a wrinkle. Ain't nobody doing that without gear, but your guess is as good as mine where you get it. Window washers, construction crew, maybe? There's a construction site next door. Seems like a good first place to check, boss. Okay, now. You think we've got all the evidence. We really don't. Because what you have to do, you have to go to your evidence in the escape menu. Because there are things you can ask Frankie about. Like you can ask him about his past. You can ask him about bubble rounds and your gun. You can't ask him about the means because we've already figured that out on our own. If you figure something out, it doesn't give you the option to consult with Frankie. But we can ask him about the suspect. So, Frankie can smell cats, Boxians, and rats on the scene. So, let's ask his opinion. Oh yeah, it's rats, boss. Has to be. Why? You smelled everyone. What makes you say that? Eggs hates rats, boss. They play nice, talk about how they're just not cut out for higher labor. Some even imagine they're supporting the rats by giving them garbage jobs, but they hate them. Eggs. It's what everyone calls folk who live here at the ossified egg. Wouldn't say it's what eggs face, though. So no way rats were invited in. They weren't here legally. Bingo, boss. So has to be rats. Okay, so now we have still found the will. Because it's actually quite a long investigation. Probably longer than I could fit into a video anyway. And also, I don't want to spoil it because I want people to go out and buy this game. It is hilarious. Right, so you talk to Shelley Bunt. Have you found it yet? And we get to use a clue. Now, we've got some information on the means, but we've got better information about the penthouse heist. That's why we're able to ask the civilian, which is Shelley. So you have a suspect. We found evidence of everyone. We can conclusively say that a theft took place. Why are you wasting my time? Back to it, investigator. Investigate up something more specific. Okay. Hey, boss, you should ask me about that clue. I've got opinions. Okay, Frankie, what's your opinion? Not right this second, boss. You know, when you're looking at the clue in a second, ask me then. That's just basically saying that you can't ask Frankie for his opinions. Ah, right, I'll get it. Right, that is not the right dialogue option. Have you found it yet? Use the clue. We're going to ask the civilian about this. Yes, I believe we do. Excellent, let's hear it. Wow, me investigator, you've got 30 seconds. So, I'm led to believe you dislike rats. Or what are your opinions on rats? I love rats, I think they're brilliant, but there we are. Oh yes, my despicable little creatures. But they have their place, you know, in the dump processing waste. Poor things aren't good for anything else. We think rats were thieves. No, there were rats in the study. See your reaction. Well then, I always knew they were sad little creatures, but now they've resorted to crime? How sad. Well, go round them up then. You know not all rats are thieves. Details, details. Obviously some aren't guilty. Just get me the culprits and the will. Chop chop, investigator. And, yeah, that's pretty much what sets us off on a chain of events which lead to us getting many, many new bullet types. And I will say this, because I'm going to end the video here, because I really don't want to spoil too much of this game. It is brilliant, and you all need to play it. Every different ammo type does different things, but they also do different things to Frankie. We've already seen what happens when I accidentally shot him in the face. It just blows him backwards because they're non-lethal bullets. But, and I can conclusively say this works on cats in real life too. Cats will chase bubbles. And, well, they won't open doors, but they'll chase bubbles. Bad Frankie. See you, Frankie. Yes, so, yeah, this has been Hot Tin Roof, the cat that wore a fedora. It really does live up to its name. There's a cat, he's wearing a fedora, and he likes to play with bubbles. What more can I say to make you want to buy this game, apart from pop, pop? So thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow when Salis' Week of Cats continues. So until then, I've been Salis, he's been Frankie, and we will see you next time.